Hi guys, so today I have a little haul from Kiwi Lane. I placed a little order after I had shown you guys some of their templates a couple weeks ago here. And I placed it really quickly and they arrived pretty quickly because as you can see they send it in a nice little package here. So it's really cute with their little logo here, the template here. So what I thought today what I would do is go ahead and kind of play with these because I did contact Kiwi Lane and they are sending some items for review, including this month's, I believe, kit, which they do have a subscription program, and then a scrapbook sampler. So it's going to be scrapbooking, which is really cool because I've been trying to get back into that more and more. And you guys were really interested the last time I've done a couple of pages, so that was really fun. Let me open this up because it does have my address on the other side, so I want to be careful with that. Oh, and the invoice also has my address there. So I just picked up a couple things. So what's cute is that, like I said, they had these samplers. So one of these is, yep, this one, the Play to Create sampler set. And this has a lot of stuff in it. It's, I believe they carry it right now for $10. So we'll open this up because this is really fun. So this is the mini kind of things. And you know, I like pretty much card making and things like that. So that's why I grabbed that. And then this is the tiny charmed. So if you recall from the last video, you have all these little things. And what's cute on here is that it does have some little sketches on the back and it says for more information or more sketches kind of thing. You can go kiwilane.com/ideas, and which I might do, but to help me design my card today. So I'll do a card for you guys. Really cute packaging. They always have an adorable booth at the Scrapbook Expo. So really cute ideas. So with this one, I just thought it was adorable with the little butterfly. You have like a little chevron, kind of like a tag. Little hexagon, and again all these things you kind of trace by hand, and it's just kind of low stress, you know, kind of thing. Maybe the kids can get in on it. Really easy to look through the template. That's the point of using these templates, that you can kind of see through on your paper and see exactly where you want to cut, which is really nice. And then this one, the sampler pack, is really adorable. This is a very generous sampler pack. It looks like they might use these maybe in their classes because the little words on here say Kiwi class use only. So we have a larger hexagon, so that will go with the other hexy than hexagon that I had there. A cute little star. We have like a little cloud, and check this out. I mean, even using these, you can use these, use them however you like, obviously. Kind of like for me, it's more of a sketch, kind of helping me sketch out what I'm going to do. Obviously, that's what it's for, design templates, right? But if you wanted to, you know, maybe... what's the word? Blend or do some distressing around it on your paper. Like if you need a little cloud shape, you can do that. So really cute. Little balloon. We have a tag. And it tells you on there, you know, like tags. Well, anyway, they have different things. Explore. And this is adorable. I love that shape. The little rings. And you might think, how do you use this? And she showed in videos plenty of times how she uses it, because she says she never really uses a circle where she doesn't have another element like near it or around it, or maybe like a flower on it or tucked behind something else. So she just cuts into it. So after you trace this and trace this middle part, you cut out your circle, right? You just go along your lines. And then she cuts right into, not this template, but the paper, and then just cuts the circle out. So it's just an easier way of doing that. And you can cut up that, you know, hide that little cut line in your... design. Cute little flower. It's getting hard to see. Let me move these over. A little bit bigger floral. Love this shape. And these are the ones that really are what I like. So let me put these to the side here. And then we have like a little squiggle, I believe. Let's see. It says adorn. And this is just a nice 2-inch tiny strip. So on a card base, this is a really cute strip to just boom, right? Put on your card base, and then you build up around it and stuff. So it's just nice to have that to, again, eyeball and see what you want to do. Is this the same one? Yeah. So this is Sincerely 1A and 1B. So again, if we cut our paper this way, we can cut our paper this way, up on top, flip it over. There's different, you know, this one's almost the same. So if you flip it over, it's basically the same. But some of them have different curves like this one. So when you do flip it, it will make a different effect, right? So this is Sentiments 2B and 2A, or 2A and 2B. Again, trace that, cut it out. Flip it this way, do this one this way, however you want to play with your paper. And then we have this cute little like swoosh thing that would be really cute to put your sentiment, stamp your sentiment on. So let me grab some paper, let me think about what I want to do, and we will get started. Okay guys, so I'm going to pretty much use the sampler. I'm going to put it to the side, all these bits here, and I just have a standard A2 size card base. It's just white paper, but I am going to matte that up. I think last time I had left the white in the background. I kind of like for the whole thing to be covered. So I found this cute set when I was doing my destashing, and this is actually from an expo. It's Cartabella Alphabet Junction, and it's double-sided, so I thought that was fun, and it is super cute. The paper in here is adorable. I really don't even know what it is that I want to do, but I think we're gonna put this one in the background. I will have a link for you guys. I found some really nice information. These are 6x6 paper pads, and as you can see, there's no perforation, so you just have to rip this whole thing out. On Kiwi Lane's site that talks about card making and kind of how you want to use your borders and your things. So I will have that in there for you. So I'm going to cut this. Let's do the 5.5 for now. 4 1/4 by 5.5. Just to completely cover my card base. So I'm going to stick that down just so I can already kind of have it. And again, I'll probably go ahead and distress this. And maybe I should have done it before I'll stick it down, but that's okay. And if you want to use a wet glue, if you're not real super good at, putting these down nice and straight at the beginning, use a wet glue, because I was a little bit crooked myself. There it is. All right. So let's take some of the little guys. I don't know if they consider this, I guess, a border, right? Or, I don't know. And you can kind of see, start playing with them. I really like this Sentiments design. I like the way it kind of goes up and dips here. Super cute. Again, you don't have to use both of them. You can use one and then one from a different type. Maybe we'll do that just so you guys have a different view of mixing those up. Again, this 2-inch strip, with a card, maybe you want to have, like, let's say this guy's way up here and this guy's down here, and you just want to strip, or if you're putting them separate, like up in this area, down this area, and then you have a strip in the middle. Hope you can kind of see what I'm doing there. So it gives you some movement, and then you have like a strip here. However you want to use them. Really cute to then maybe put this on top of that, right? Pop this over. Kind of trying to make up my mind because I do want to use this, but what I was going to show you is, well, actually we can just talk through that. Another cute idea with this specific set, and there's a picture of it on this kit here, is to cut out your hexagon and go ahead and do that, and then do the little clouds, and you have like a little cupcake you can make. A lot of cute things. I do want to use a bracket because I always think the bracket is fun, but on the tag there's a bracket top. So I will use that. I probably won't cut the whole tag, obviously. So I want to put this somewhere. Maybe popping out of there, and that can have the sentiment. And let's get some more flowers. This guy's a little bit big. This is really cute though. Maybe we can do something like that. Put those two on top of each other. Yeah, I asked my daughter to be nice and quiet because we're making videos, right? They're awake now, and we got to get to do the homeschooling just a minute here. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm going to do. So let me bring my paper pack. And so there are solid colors in here, which is nice. And then this cute little sets. Oh, that's adorable. Maybe we're going to use this. Oopsie. And these stripes. Why not? So I'm going to put my little flower to the side for now. And basically I think I'm going to want the stripes in the front here. And so I'm just going to put this down here. And I'm going to put it down at the border so that way I don't have to cut that. It's just one less thing to cut. Otherwise you would just cut it with your paper trimmer. And then what happens is, like, let's say the opposite side of this guy is sincerely, right? We would have this guy here. And all you can do is just draw that line. So when you cut it out and you cut it along this line, now you have two pieces that can kind of coordinate with each other, right? So you, yeah, I don't want to say kill two birds with one stone, but that's basically what I'm saying. So there's that one. And then this piece I want to cut from this cute paper. And again, just down at the bottom. And you can, again, you can see through the template. So like, let's say I wanted, oh, I like this little deer. I want to make sure he's in there, you know, so I can just trace there. But I'm just going to go ahead and trace the very base of the paper. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these out right now that we're here. I don't want to use the biggest scissors. And I'm just going to follow the line. Again, always applying pressure, but turning your paper with your non-dominant hand. That'll just give you a nicer edge. Instead of kind of chopping as you go along. I'm just applying pressure here and I'm turning the paper with my hand. As well as I can. Again, let's say you have some, what's the word? Like dimensional flowers or something. So use this to design, but then put in your dimensional flower, you know? So I'm going to put that down. And then we're going to take this guy. Actually, just going to trim that part first. And again, just follow my pencil line. Somebody asked if you can write on the back. Of course you can. Just remember that your paper, once you flip it back over, is going to be opposite. And also, if the point of looking through the template is for you to find a spot that you really like, so just make sure it's going to be still hitting that spot, right? So here's this guy. And let me grab my inking stuff. And I'll be right back. So let's see what this looks like right now. So we have this, so cute, and this. And again, if you change your mind, I could say, oh, you know, I kind of like this pattern better, which I don't. But if you did, you can just flip it over and use it that way. We have our cute little guy. We need the little bracket to be cut out. And then we have our flowers. So this paper does have solid colors, which I thought was kind of nice. So what I'm going to do is maybe, oh, look at that. On the back, it's a different color from the, oh, I love it. What a cute paper pad. If you can still find it, I don't know. Really sweet colors. I think I'm going to use this pink one. And I'm just going to go ahead and trace just the very top part of this, basically. And I'm not even going to rip it out of my book here. I'm just going to trim it away. So let's just do that. And I'll just trim the very top. And I'll stamp my sentiment on this. I don't know, obviously it's going to be like something about a birthday probably, or something. Well, something cute. Looks like a child's card, so that's normally a birthday, isn't it? Maybe another milestone. But I'm going to go ahead and trim that out. And then we can still play with these once you see it, you know, in color or in real life. You're like, well, maybe I want that down here, or however. The green is kind of cute because I do have this paper on the back of the little paper. It has these cute, like, kind of little flowers. So I think for the background of this, I'm gonna make it green so it looks like a flower, right? The back of your flower, your little leaves and stuff. So I'm just gonna fussy cut around this real quick before I draw it. And you can do the same thing I'm going to show you with this one as with this one. You're going to cut the whole circle and then just cut into it. So let me just trace this guy. Actually, this one's a little less circular, but you'll see what I mean. You'll get the gist, I think. So basically when I come in here, I'm like cut up and down and up and down. I'd rather just kind of come around and go ahead and go from one area to the next. The other one's going to be more circular. Right? So I'm cutting the edges of my flower. And then when I come in later, all I have to do is divot out those little areas right here. Just cut in. Boom, boom. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing that. And I will be right last back. Bit. And then we have our little flower. So if we had this here. And the flower, I do have the other side of this, but it's kind of weird with the X's and O's. So I think with the flower, I'll probably just go with a regular color. Like maybe this one, this is a pretty color. And then maybe we'll add some kind of like something on top of that. Again, I'm just going to cut a piece out of this. And I'm going to trace my little flower. Ooh, right on there. You guys know I always eyeball things, and then sometimes I regret that because I cut my paper too small. But this was right on. All right. And you can even make these dimensional, I suppose, if you cut out a few of them and then just kind of crinkle them up and do some fun things, just like we always do with our little flowers. This is actually pretty relaxing because you're just kind of like playing around and just taking your time. I do like them for the sketchability of them, to kind of just plan out your page or your card. So I do look forward to trying out the scrapbooking one, the larger ones. Like you saw in my first expo haul or whenever I busted them out, I pretty much stuck to the card making templates. Okay, so let's put aside all our stuff, bring these pieces back, and we're gonna kind of eyeball that. That's basically how I did it. And so I'm just gonna take some of my chocolate close to my heart ink, move the things to the side, and ink up the edges. So that's kind of how you make your borders and your edges pop, because they're just laying on top of each other without inking. It might be harder to see, right? The different layers. Or at least there won't be that nice definition between them. So I'm going to go and ink up all my layers, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I pretty much inked everything up. And hopefully you can see that it totally pops. And if I had that back there, I didn't ink the bottom of this because it's going to be covered anyway. I inked this up as much as I could. And I just left the flower for you guys to see kind of how I do. I just kind of push back. Obviously, depends on what kind of inker you're using. And if you don't want to ink your flowers, obviously that's up to you. There we go. Okay. And again, I'll have some kind of sentiment that I'll stamp on that little bracket. Here we are. All right, I was just told I have 5 minutes until homeschooling, so I think we're there. I think we're good. I'm going to put this to the side for now. I'm going to use a liquid glue. That way I can kind of manipulate stuff as I still think about how I'm laying this out. So I'm just using tacky glue, which is not my favorite. I probably should have grabbed my all-purpose, because tacky glue sometimes will wrinkle your paper, and it's really unfortunate. I don't know. It works so well. It's good stuff, but I'm like, why would they make something that wrinkles your paper? But okay, there we go. So I'm going to sit this down, but again, I'm not exactly 100% that's where I'm going to keep it. I have to move it up or down, you know. Yeah, cute. So I'll have my sentiment on there. Again, normally you would go ahead and stamp your sentiment. I think that's good. It's nice and straight. And I'm going to only put glue in the center of this. That way it has a little bit of movement. If I want to mess with these guys. Yeah, something like that. Maybe a little bit closer over here. See, that's why you gotta use wet glue, but maybe not tacky glue because it does dry a lot faster. Cute. Cute, cute. So that is my card. Again, sentiment. I will put something on here. Maybe I don't know if it's a button. Do I have my twine? This twine doesn't match, but we used to do something like this. Just use your fingers, maybe 3, doesn't matter, to kind of go around and around and around a whole bunch. And you can keep it in your fingers, I guess, if you want to keep it in there. I usually just pull out, but okay, so I'm going to go around here. I'm going to go between my fingers and back through here. Hopefully you guys got a good little eye of that. And then pull up the other end and tie them together. And then we'll have to arrange this a little better before I finish up that. Let me get that back out. And I'll even it out, but basically I just made like a really, really frilly bow. Hopefully you can see that. And just stick it down there, up here, down the corner, wherever you want, maybe something like that. I'll probably find, this one's okay. I was gonna say maybe, I guess it's not bad because there is pink in here. Okay, I'll glue that down. I'll have my sentiment. So thank you guys so much. I will have the links to Kiwi Lane, and keep an eye out for the new reviews coming up from them. I'll have links for these items that I picked up, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.